Major League has been announced for 4K with a nice new 4K steelbook. Second Sight Films dropped some bombshell announcements for their March slate, including Green Room and Possessor on 4K. The musical remakes of The Color Purple and Mean Girls get official 4K and Blu-ray release dates. Primal Fear gets a special 4K edition from Paramount. One of the best movies of the 90s, Unlawful Entry, gets a Blu-ray release from Shout Factory, but does it deserve more? And it looks like Walmart is officially taking over the 4K steelbook business as the Marvels and Wish both get 4K exclusives from Walmart. All this and more in the next Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 195. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And man, did we get a ton of really exciting announcements in the past week. Things seem to be officially picking up in January. I was a little bit worried December going into January, even though it usually is that way, but we were really getting nothing to talk about. But now things are taking shape for the rest of the year, and I'm super excited to get into it. But before we get into it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about physical media on this channel, Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me every single day. So if you like that kind of thing, hit the subscribe button. Also, like this video, and then comment down below, guys, of everything that we discuss here today. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets your juices flowing most? Let me know in that comment section below. And then turn on bell notifications for all future videos. I got all kinds of stuff coming this week, guys, I promise. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the news and announcements. I don't have any rumors to talk about today, but we have Major League coming out from Paramount on April the 2nd. This is going to have Dolby Vision, HDR10. It's the 35th anniversary edition. You're going to have a nice slipcover. You're going to have a nice steelbook as well that looks like a locker that, of course, is baseball themed. It's going to have customizable magnets on it as well, which I think is a cool innovation for steelbook. So I guess you can take the magnets off and put them anywhere you want on the steelbook, which is super cool. So I'm definitely down for this. All the comedies from the 80s, from the 90s you want to throw at me in 4K, I will definitely pick them up. I'm definitely going to have a hard time deciding between the slipcover and the steelbook because I really do like the artwork on the slipcover. Somebody pointed out that they're just showing the back of Charlie Sheen's head. Obviously, there's controversy surrounding Charlie Sheen right now, so maybe they don't want to show his face. So I do kind of think that that's a little humorous, but the steelbook's really awesome as well. And customizable magnets, I'm just curious what that looks like. So yeah, Paramount's doing a good job though, releasing slipcovers, steelbooks for these nice catalog releases. You know, Footloose is coming out soon with a nice slipcover and steelbook. The only thing that's kind of curious to me is Naked Gun came out last year. I don't know how they choose what just gets a slip, what just gets a steel, because Naked Gun only got a steelbook. So I do think that that's kind of weird because Naked Gun to me feels just as big, if not bigger, than Major League. I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Naked Gun should have got a slipcover and a steelbook version, but it did not. Major League did. It's coming out on April the 2nd. So yeah, I'm super excited, guys. All the classic 80s movies you want to give me in 4K, I'm sure it's going to look gorgeous. Paramount's been on a roll lately with their transfers. They've been doing a really good job. So definitely excited to pick this one up. April the 2nd. Let me know if you are in that comment section below. We also got Primal Fear coming out on 4K. This is a part of the Paramount Presents line coming out on March the 26th. This is going to be a native 4K with Dolby Vision and HDR10. No details on the special features. I'm sure there's going to be some archival stuff as well as a new filmmaker focus, as there usually is, but I haven't seen this movie in a very long time. I do have the Blu-ray edition, but this of course has Richard Gere, Edward Norton. It's a great movie though from what I remember, and I'm definitely excited to revisit it on 4K, and excited that, you know, Paramount Presents is continuing the line. I just wish that they would figure out what the hell they're doing, because this release a Blu-ray, then release a 4K standard edition, that just is not working. If you're going to do 4Ks for these, just do 4Ks for them. But yeah, sure, Paramount Presents, I like the line. I like the slipcover gimmick with the fold-out poster. I think that's pretty cool, and I'm definitely excited to pick this one up and give it a rewatch and a revisit. We also got Mean Girls, not the 2004 version, but the recent 4K. We actually got an announcement for the recent Mean Girls musical remake before we got actual Mean Girls from 2004, the 4K announcement. But Mean Girls on 4K just came out in theaters over the weekend. It is getting a 4K and Blu-ray edition coming out from Paramount. No date as of right now, but you can pre-order this on Amazon right now. So yeah, I haven't seen this movie. I heard some people saw it and they said it was pretty fun. I like the original Mean Girls. I'm not like obsessed with it. I haven't seen it like multiple times or anything. I've seen it a couple times. It's a good movie, and I'll probably watch the remake musical at some point, but I'm not too excited for this. Are you? Did you enjoy the musical remake in the theaters this weekend? Are you excited to pick this up on 4K? Let me know in the comment section below. We also have the Color Purple remake. That got announced today from Warner Brothers. This is getting a 4K and a Blu-ray and a DVD edition. This is coming out from Warner Brothers on March the 16th. So, and this thing has loads of new special features as well as like 5 or 6 new features. So, I'm excited to watch this movie. I loved Steven Spielberg's Color Purple. I just watched the 4K. I reviewed it a couple of weeks ago. Absolutely loved that movie, and I've heard nothing but great things about this. It's a musical take on the original as well. Of course, an adaptation from Alice Walker's novel. But definitely excited to check this one out. I've heard some great things. So yeah, getting a 4K, getting a Blu-ray from Warner Brothers coming out on March the 16th. And next up, we have Second Sight Films dropped some bombshell announcements this past Friday for the month of March. Both of these are coming out on March the 18th. But first up, we have Green Room coming to 4K, the A24 film starring Anton Yelchin. Of course, RIP to him, passed away tragically a few years ago. This thing's got Patrick Stewart in it as well as the villain, and he is so great in this movie. I haven't seen this film in, I don't know, probably like 6 years. It came out in 2016, and I think I watched it close after it came out. I think I watched it on Netflix, but I'm excited because I never bought this movie on Blu-ray. And yeah, this will be the first time I own this in this nice, spectacular looking box set release. You have a 150-page booklet in here. You got the art cards and just the works with this set. I love Second Sight so much. Like, they were really just announcing like banger after banger after banger in 2023. And it doesn't look like they're slowing up here in 2024, just continuing that momentum. And I'm here for it. Green Room on 4K, more A24 to come out from Second Sight. I would be all over it. Like the Florida Project 4K box set release, Ex Machina 4K box set release. I'd be all over it. We got The Witch last year on 4K, big box set release. Like, I want all those A24 films from Second Sight. I really want everything from Second Sight. They just do such a great job with their releases. But look, if you're not interested in the booklets and the posters and the cards and all that kind of stuff, you can get a standard 4K version as well, which is just the case. And you can also get a standard Blu-ray version as well. And both of these will still have all the special features. There's tons of new special features here. You got Dolby Vision, HDR10 on the 4K disc. You got 5 new interviews, including one with the director of the film, and a commentary as well with the director, but I do not know if that's a new commentary or not. But I am super excited for this release, guys. It's spectacular artwork on the cover. I love Second Sight so much, and I'm so happy that they're doing Green Room on 4K. We also got Possessor. Brandon Cronenberg's Possessor is coming to 4K from Second Sight on March the 18th. This is a limited edition box set release. You can also, of course, get the standard 4K edition and also the standard Blu-ray. So this thing's got the 150-page booklet as well, tons of art cards, and I love this movie. I watched this on Hulu when it came out, I believe, during the pandemic in 2020. And it's an excellent very dark sci-fi film, sci-fi horror film. And Brandon Cronenberg, just like his dad, just really excels at just blending that sci-fi with the horror and just providing such a mood and atmosphere to his films. The only thing that kind of upsets me with this announcement is I just bought the 4K release. It was on sale for like 16 bucks a few months back. So now I got to double dip and get this box set release because the artwork on this is insane. Like, this artwork is absolutely insane. I love it so much. But a nice new box set release from Second Sight, a Possessor on 4K. This is going to have Dolby Vision, HDR10, 3 new interviews, and 1 with the director. And you got a new director commentary as well with this one. So I am super excited for this. I love Infinity Pool as well, his other film that came out earlier this year. I've already got 2 copies of that movie. I bought the Blu-ray, I bought the 4K Steelbook, but if Second Sight wants to do a big box set release of that film, I will probably get that as well. So yeah, Brandon Cronenberg for me, his last two films I have really enjoyed. So I am super excited to get Possessor on 4K. Also Green Room on 4K. Just two great announcements coming out of Second Sight for March the 18th. And I'm just so excited to see where Second Sight goes in 2024 and what they give us. Like what's the other exciting stuff they got on the horizon? Is it possible that they've got Nightcrawler coming? I'm trying to speak this one in existence. I really want a nice Second Sight 4K box set of Nightcrawler. And I'll continue to just beat that drum until they finally give it to us. It's the 10th anniversary this year. Make it happen, Second Sight. You can do it. But getting into this next announcement, I'll be honest, like even with Green Room and Possessor both getting announced for 4K from Second Sight, this was probably the announcement this past Friday that I was the most excited about for various reasons, but Unlawful Entry is coming to Blu-ray, and I feel like I did a movies that need a Blu-ray release a couple of years ago, and Unlawful Entry was on there because I watched this movie for the first time on Tubi like 3 or 4 years ago, and it was off of a recommendation of a subscriber. I think it was in my live chat. He said, "Hey, Ken, you need to watch Unlawful Entry. It's got Kurt Russell, Ray Liotta, and it's right after Goodfellas, so it's like Ray Liotta was at the height of his powers. Kurt Russell, of course, in the 90s just dominated with all kinds of awesome films, and in the 80s as well. I was like, I've never even heard of this film. I watched it on Tubi, and I was like, this is one of the best movies that I have ever seen. I love Unlawful Entry so much, and it did not have a Blu-ray release. This is the first time this is getting released on Blu-ray, and Shout Factory is putting it out as a site exclusive. And we'll get into this here in a second, but that's my big issue with this announcement. This is a site exclusive. Last time I checked, this thing's down to like 600-700 units, I think, left. So definitely jump on the site. If you want Unlawful Entry on Blu-ray, I think this thing's probably going to go pretty quickly and it's probably going to sell out. I went ahead and pre-ordered it. But anyway, Unlawful Entry, January the 30th, this thing's coming out. It's available to pre-order right now. There are 3 new special features in this release as well, which I think is very exciting. And honestly, the big selling point for me, because my big gripe with this announcement and this release by Shout Factory is you have a movie like Unlawful Entry. It's got Kurt Russell. It's got Ray Liotta, 2 of the biggest stars of the 90s, arguably. It's got both of these top tier actors in it. Like, this is not a stupid little like straight to video horror film that you usually do for your site exclusives. I just don't get why Unlawful Entry is just getting this basic, bland Blu-ray release, no slipcover, no special edition. I don't get it. And you're selling it for $30, $29.99. So I had to pay, like with shipping, $40 to get Unlawful Entry on Blu-ray, just a regular slipcover, slipless, standard edition Blu-ray. And I really only bought it because this thing doesn't have a Blu-ray. And this is my only option to get this. And I love this film so much and I want to own it in HD. And it's got 3 new special features. That was another big selling point. But you have a movie like this, like Unlawful Entry, and you choose to do a Shout Factory site exclusive. I just don't get the mindset. Like this movie, like if you got this movie, do a 4K release with a slipcover. Like this movie will sell. It's a huge film from the 90s. I feel like a lot of people still talk about this movie and how great it is. So I feel like in the collector community, this movie would have sell. And, you know, opposed to that, on the other side of that, you got K-19 The Widowmaker with Harrison Ford. Of course, it's a Catherine Bigelow directed film, but why does that get a 4K release with a slipcover? I just feel like Unlawful Entry would sell better than K-19 The Widowmaker. Am I wrong in that? Let me know in the comment section below, but it just doesn't make any sense why you wouldn't do at least a Blu-ray like slipcover collector's edition and not make it a site exclusive, because this thing's going to be a big seller for you. I don't understand that mindset. Like the site exclusives has been pretty much like straight to video horror schlock. I feel like maybe there was another one. I know Communion was a Shout Factory exclusive. Was that a bigger movie in the 90s? I haven't really ever seen that movie, so I don't know. But Unlawful Entry, that's a big movie. That is too big to be a Shout Factory site exclusive. So that's my big gripe with Shout Factory right now in this release. And the fact that I had to pay like almost $40 for this movie on Blu-ray. Like if Vinegar Syndrome would have got a hold of this thing, put out a nice VSU edition, like they would have done this movie right. And I'm so tired of Shout Factory getting this stuff and not doing anything with these great movies that they have. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So that's my gripe. Now, on the other side, I'm happy that Shout Factory had the good sense to get this movie and put it out on Blu-ray. I think that's really cool. The movie never had a Blu-ray release, and I'm excited to get to finally own it with an HD transfer. So are you excited for an unlawful entry on Blu-ray? Let me know in the comment section below. Sorry guys, I just had to rant a lot about that because I had so many thoughts and feelings about unlawful entry coming out on Blu-ray from Shout Factory. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. We got the Marvels. I talked about the Marvels last week on the channel, 4K Blu-ray. It's getting all the exclusives and stuff. I showed off the Steelbook, but I didn't know at that time if it was a Walmart exclusive. It is a Walmart exclusive, and that will be coming out on February the 13th. We also have Ferrari, Michael Mann's new film starring Adam Driver, Penelope Cruz. That is getting a Blu-ray release from Decal Releasing and Neon, and that is coming out on March the 12th. So be careful with this. I'm going to go ahead and warn you all right now. Be careful with Decal because they have the same track record, I feel like, as Universal does. And especially with this being a Michael Mann film, I just feel like it's going to sell really well on Blu-ray. And then a couple months down the line, 6 months down the line, they're going to release a 4K of this movie. So be careful with Ferrari buying it on Blu-ray because I feel like Decal may do a 4K somewhere down the line. But this is coming out on March the 12th. I'm definitely excited to see this movie. It's a Michael Mann film. It's, you know, about the story of Ferrari. I love the movie Ford v Ferrari, so I don't know if that'll come into play in the film itself. But it looks like a cool movie directed by Michael Mann. I'm excited to see it for sure. We also got Good Burger 2 coming to Blu-ray from Paramount on March the 26th, which I'm not really excited to see this movie at all. I don't even really enjoy the original Good Burger all that much. I don't have too much nostalgia with it, but I watched it last year or a couple of years ago when I got a Steelbook, and I'm like, this just doesn't even hold up like at all. To me, personally, I'm just not a huge Good Burger fan. So I wasn't excited to see Good Burger 2, but it's getting a Blu-ray, and I think it was a Paramount exclusive movie, exclusive to the streaming service. So it's cool to see more exclusives get that physical media treatment for sure, streaming exclusives. We got Wish coming out from Disney. It's getting a Blu-ray and a Walmart 4K Steelbook on March the 12th. So just getting a Blu-ray, I imagine a DVD as well. No 4K, like standard 4K edition announcement at this point. You can only get this on 4K with this Walmart exclusive 4K Steelbook. So from what I've heard, this is not a great Disney movie, and it lost a lot of money. So it needs to make some money back here with these Steelbook sales. Just kind of weird how they're not doing a standalone 4K. I guess they don't feel like it'll sell on 4K, so they're not doing it. But yeah, Wish is coming out from Disney on March the 12th. We also have the 355 is getting a 4K upgrade. That's what I'm talking about, guys, from Universal on March the 6th. And the only thing I have to say is, why? Like, who asked for the 355? From what I heard, this movie was not only like critically panned, but it also did horrible at the box office. It's got a great cast. It's got a great cast. Jessica Chastain's in this movie, but it did horrible at the box office. It didn't make any money. Critics panned it, said it sucked, but it's getting a 4K upgrade from Universal, and the Blu-ray, I think, just came out last year. I remember the Blu-ray coming out, and then like within 3 months, it was like down to $5 or something. So why would you do this on 4K when you know you're going to spend all this money to put this out on 4K, and then in a couple of months, you're going to mark it down to like $5 on 4K. So yeah, don't buy this new. Even if you like the movie, do not buy this brand new. It will not sell, and you'll see it probably for $12 on Amazon in like maybe a month. So yeah, the 355, those coming out on 4K from Universal, March the 6th. We also have Wednesday, Season 1 getting an official Blu-ray announcement from Warner Brothers. This is coming out on March the 26th. And I watched, I think, the first couple episodes of this show on Netflix. It seemed like it was going to be pretty cool, but I never finished it. My daughter actually watched the entire thing, so I'm sure she would want this on Blu-ray. And I think this thing's available to pre-order right now for $19.99, so it's not too expensive. I do know that it's streaming on Netflix in 4K, so kind of strange to me why they wouldn't just go ahead and do a Blu-ray and a 4K release of Wednesday, that it's just Blu-ray. I hope they don't pull this crap where it's Blu-ray and then in a couple months it's 4K, and they do like a Steelbook or something. I don't know, but yeah, this is a huge show on Netflix. It's cool to see it come to physical and through Warner Brothers. That's the only thing I'm a little confused on. Maybe somebody can clarify that in the comment section. Why is Warner Brothers putting out Wednesday? I thought that Paramount's had the Addams Family, and then Netflix has Wednesday. So where does Warner Brothers come into play? I guess maybe Warner Brothers handles some of the distribution for Netflix or something. I don't exactly know. It's just kind of strange to me. But yeah, Wednesday Season 1's coming to Blu-ray from Warner Brothers on March of 26th. We also got Night Swim coming to Blu-ray from Universal. No official date as of right now, but the pre-order is up. This, of course, is the official January Blumhouse dumping ground film that was not very well received. Every now and then you'll get a decent January horror film, but from what I heard, this is not one of those movies, which is a shame because it had a really great cast. Carrie Condon, Kurt Russell's son, Wyatt Russell's in this movie. So I kind of do want to see it at some point, but I'm definitely not going to buy this on Blu-ray, especially given Universal Blumhouse's track record. This may get a 4K in like a year. Like, I feel like that's the theme of this video today, guys. Be very leery of some of these Blu-ray only announcements because they could be getting 4Ks, somewhere down the line. So yeah, Night Swim on Blu-ray. This is probably fine on Blu-ray though. This probably doesn't need a 4K. But yeah, did you like the movie? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and jump into the deals, guys. We got a lot of really great deals going on right now on Amazon, but let's highlight a couple of boutique sales that are going on right now. We have the Barnes & Noble Arrow video sale currently happening till February the 5th. So I think this is pretty smart of Barnes & Noble to do Arrow because I feel like in the past few years, Arrow's kind of been crossed over with Criterion. I feel like they'll do the Criterion sale and then a couple weeks later, they'll do Arrow Video. And now they're kind of separating Arrow Video. They're doing their own spot for Arrow Video. So Arrow Video January, and then you got Criterion in July, Criterion in November. I'm sure maybe they'll do another month for Arrow throughout the year. But I'm happy to see Barnes & Noble recognize Arrow Video, the greatness of Arrow Video, and kind of putting them on the same playing field as a Criterion because Arrow Video has been doing some spectacular work. And I think that a lot of the Criterion fans are moving to Arrow Video, not moving from Criterion to Arrow Video, but they're moving to a little bit more to Arrow Video and checking out more of their titles because Barnes & Noble is promoting these Arrow Video sales. And a lot of people that usually just pick up Criterion is like, Arrow Video's here too. Let's check this out as well. So I like that because Barnes & Noble's kind of become synonymous with Criterion. That's kind of the Criterion, Barnes & Noble, they kind of go hand in hand. You walk in, there's a nice big Criterion section. I would love to see that, from Arrow Video as well. And I think I have been seeing more and more like Arrow Video titles in the Barnes & Noble when I've been going in there. So it's really cool to see that Arrow Video is kind of moving in the Barnes & Noble territory and becoming more of this like prestige, like mainstream boutique label because Arrow Video just, in my opinion, did the best work in 2023. They just did an awesome job. So I'm loving that, guys. Barnes & Noble Arrow Video sale until February the 5th. So a lot of this stuff is being price matched on Amazon as well. I'll try to link as much of that down below in the description. And yeah, pick up your titles, your Arrow Video titles for 50% off. I know they got, Warriors for 30 bucks, Barbarella for 30 bucks. A lot of the recent 4K releases are 30 bucks. So definitely some great deals on those bigger, chunkier box sets that you wouldn't be able to get, any other time. So definitely check that out right now. We also got a John Carpenter Scream Factory sale until January the 19th. So only lasts a couple days. They usually do this every single year for John Carpenter's birthday. They'll put all of his 4K Blu-ray releases on their site. They'll mark it down like 35-40%. So you can get some of his 4K titles for about $20-$21 right now. So I'll link both of those guys, the Barnes & Noble Arrow sale and the John Carpenter Scream sale, down below in the description. We also got the Resident Evil 4K Steelbook set on Amazon is $116.49. All these sales I'm getting ready to talk about are Amazon sales. I'll link them all down below as well. We got Thunderbolt and Lightfoot 4K. This is a Kino Lorber 4K for $17.63 on Amazon right now. So very low for this. This is like a normal like Kino Lorber sale price. So if you don't have this yet and you had any interest, I would definitely pick it up from Amazon right now. The Walking Dead Blu-ray set, which is a super nice Blu-ray set. I really like that Blu-ray set, is $95.99. That's definitely the lowest I've seen it. That's on Amazon. No Hard Feelings is $9.99. We got American Made on 4K for $10.99. We got Five Nights at Freddy's on 4K for $22.99. We got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K from Dark Sky is $15.99 right now. Great deal for that. And that was a really good 4K. Spider-Man No Way Home on 4K for $14.99. 65 on 4K, which I just had in my best 4Ks of 2023 video. I think it's a great 4K, is $14.99. Sound of Freedom is currently $13.99. That's the lowest I've seen that. Color Purple on 4K, the classic Spielberg one, is $17.85. Tremors on 4K is $24.99. Cannot recommend that enough. Like, that Tremors 4K is just top tier. There's a new interview with Kevin Bacon. It's a great release. That is $24.99. Terrifier 2 on 4K is $11.99. We got War of the Worlds on 4K, the classic one from the 50s, is $11.99. We got the Talk to Me Blu-ray for $13.99 and 4K for $19.99. We got Saw X on Blu-ray for $13.99. We got Titanic, the 4K, for $26.60. The Fifth Element on 4K is $9.99. And Rosemary's Baby is currently still $13.99. So like I said, I will link as much of that down below in the description. Definitely check out those links. They are Amazon affiliate links. And if you use them, you will be supporting the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. And with that, let's go ahead and get into what is new this week. This is not the most exciting week for new physical media releases. There are a couple of big titles that are coming out, but a lot of smaller stuff from a lot of the smaller labels that may be worth checking out. But let's run this down for you guys real quick. We got The Raid coming out on 4K from Sony for $29.99. They finally marked that down from the $45.99 that it was on Amazon down to $29.99. So thankfully, that price finally, came into effect this week. The Raid on 4K getting a nice steelbook from Sony. I am definitely going to be getting this one. Definitely going to be reviewing it. I'm super excited to watch The Raid on 4K. We got the Coffin Joe set coming out, which I do have in my possession. I will be unboxing and talking about that real soon on the channel. This coming out from Arrow Video, and this price will not be in effect after the Arrow Video Barnes & Noble sale because Amazon is price matching, but this is available right now to pre-order for $76.99. This is 11 movies in this set. It's a really nice box set. Again, I'll unbox it later this week for $76.99. We also got Lone Star coming out on 4K from Criterion for $36.99. Also getting a Blu-ray release for $27.99. I do want this movie, but I'm going to wait till the Criterion Flash sale and get this one for a little bit cheaper. We got Blood Feast coming out on 4K from Synapse for $26.98. Also getting a Blu-ray release for $21.78. We got Chopper coming out from Shout Factory for $27.99. A lot of Chopper love recently. Like, this is getting a Shout Factory release. We got a Second Sight release last year. A lot of Chopper love that I'm noticing. Ernest and Celestine, A Trip to Jabirshiya. I don't know how to pronounce stuff, guys. You know that, but that's the title. Shout Factor for $26.98. We also had The Devil's Partner with Creature from the Haunted Sea. This is 2 movies in this Blu-ray set from Film Masters for $21.98. We also have 4 new Kino Lorber releases coming out this week. We got Run Silent, Run Deep coming out for $19.48. We got Coming Home coming out for $18.59. We got The Devil's Brigade coming out for $16.59. We got The Russians Are Coming, The Russians Are Coming coming out for $19.48. So all 4 of those titles coming out this week from Kino Lorber. We also got Cause for Alarm coming out on Blu-ray from Classic Flicks for $21.78. We got White Rush coming out from Dark Force Entertainment for $22.65. We got The Child coming out from Wellgo for $29.99. We also got Police Story 3 Super Cop coming out on 4K from 88 Films for $27.99. We got Mademoiselle coming out from MGM for $19.95. We got Journey to Bethlehem coming out from Sony for $24.99. We got Demonic Toys Jack Attack coming out from Full Moon Features for $12.61. We got Mexico Barboa 2 coming out from Unearthed Films for $24.48. We got Walk Hard, the Blu-ray Steelbook, which is a Walmart exclusive, coming out from Mill Creek for $24.99. I thought that came out a few months ago. I guess maybe it got delayed or something. And we got Spring Lakes coming out from Gravitas Ventures for $22.49. And with that, guys, we are done with today's edition of the Physical Media Report. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. If you can, drop this video a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below of everything that we discussed today. What are you the most excited about? Let me know in that comment section below. Also, turn on bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all my social media accounts. I'm on Instagram, Letterboxd, TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. All the places, guys. Follow me down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.